Hi, my dear Aries. Welcome to Pro Divinity 1111. I'm here to do your March love/relationship reading. This could apply to anybody who's just starting to date, or you're thinking about someone, or you've been together for a while and just want to see where things are at. What we do here is really just look at the overall compatibility in wants and desires, and in addition to the traditional tarot, I'll also get a couple oracle angels and a couple romance angel cards. So feel free to skip through till I've laid out all the cards. Again, this is for March 2019 for my beautiful Aries. Oh my goodness. Your wants are in the relationship is love. Oh, the Lover's cards. That's so beautiful, guys. Oops, I think came out too soon. This next card is their wants. So either your partner or whoever you're thinking about, their wants in the relationship. Okay, so there we go. This one flipped up. We're going to take this one here. Their wants in the relationship, which is Six of Swords, really good. What are your differences? What are your differences? What are the differences between the two of you? Let's see. Oh, too many cards. Okay, sorry guys. I need just one. That's just way too many. Feel free to skip. I'll talk about the positions of the card, each card, when I'm done laying them out. So I just like to give them a little time to come out. There we go. So these are your differences. The Page of Pentacles. Just trying to see if I'm getting you in the screen. Okay. The next card would be, what are your similarities? Okay, this one came out really good. I like that. This is consistent pages on both sides. Differences and similarities. Last three cards on compatibility. One card on emotional compatibility. Let's see. What message do we... Ooh. Okay. Again, sorry. Too many. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just pull out a card instead of having it fly. I cannot not take it. Okay, I'm going to take it. Okay, so we have this, we got two. We had the Death, and the Two of Pentacles was sneaking at me before as well. So I'm going to keep them here. These are your emotional compatibility. Again, do not take this card negatively. It's a beautiful, beautiful card, and I'll talk about it. Let's just keep it here. Yeah. Let's get physical compatibility. One card, Spirit, please. One card for physical compatibility. This came out for Sagittarius as well. Interesting. And then the mental compatibility. Ooh, nice. So we have the Judgment. Let's see, I gotta skip these up a little bit, I think. And then the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, another major arcana. Let's quickly get a couple oracle cards. Let's see, oracle advice. Again, I pre-shuffle these. I just like to do them a little bit more so you can see these are as randomized as possible. Relationship harmony. compassion. That also came out for Sagittarius. Any links there? I do not know. I just remembered it, that's all. Okay, and a couple of romance angels. What do the romance angels want to tell us? 2 cards. Okay, pay attention to the red flags. We certainly will. And we'll talk about it and see what comes out. And then one more. For yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. Okay, bam. All right, let's get started. So, let's start with the first one here. This is absolutely beautiful. So this card kind of represents what are your wants in the relationship, and it's the Lovers card. The Lovers, again, I don't even know what to say. I'm totally speechless. It is the definition of a beautiful love relationship, right? The perfectly balanced, you know, and this card again, it's Adam and Eve, and you know, but there's fire, there's the tree with the forbidden fruit, and then there's, sorry about the glare, and then there's a judgment sword on it with the angel watching over. So your wants are really, you want it to be the perfect love relationship, totally balanced. You each pull your weight. There's a lot of fire, then there's a lot of emotion involved, and it's just like perfect. So of course, I mean, who are we talking about? We're talking about Aries. You are a fire sign, so you definitely want to have that in the relationship. Their wants, so this is again the person that, you know, you're already in a relationship, or whoever you're thinking about, their wants in the relationship is 6 of Swords, and this is, they really want to touch shore with you. You see how they're just like coming out of the choppy waters and touching land. So they may see you as their safe harbor, is the feeling I'm getting. And you know, you almost like, it doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter, but they see you as their I don't want to say rescuer or savior, but you're almost their home. That's what their wants, or their wants are, they want you to be their home. They want to build the stable, calm foundation with you. So that's kind of their wants in the relationship. In terms of your differences, so you got the Page of Pentacles. Now pages are, I would say, they're at the beginning of the journey, you know, in the court cards. They're the first ones, and then you go on to knights and queens and kings and so on, and then the aces. But the pages are like students, or think of them as interns, or people, you know, who are still learning the way. And so when the Page of Pentacles comes out, it's like you're still figuring out. So the differences, when this is in a differences position, you're figuring out what really clicks in terms of stability for you. This could also relate to, you know, you're trying to figure out, are you guys in the same mind frame when it comes to career? I don't know why I'm getting that you may have very different definitions of success in the monetary sense, or in the material sense. But again, it's a page, so it's early on. Pages are very keen on learning, so willing to. So as you were saying, pages are very keen on learning, right? So that's where by getting to understand each other is how you'll be able to lower the differences in general, right? So this is really about just understanding each other more in terms of what does career, what does stability mean to you. When we look at your similarities, this is also really nice. Look at that. You got the Page of Cups. Again, wherever you are in your partnership, you both have a young energy, which is good, and it's a cup sign or a cup suit, which is again emotions, right? So being a page of cups, you're both page of cups, means you're both open and willing to learn more about how to express your feelings. So it is pretty much, regardless of how long you've been together, it appears to me like a young love energy, which is great. So you're both young at heart. You know, and those are some of the similar things. You do operate from your heart space, you know. You make decisions from your heart instead of like always super logically thinking it. So that's a really nice thing to have in your similarities. Now let's look at your compatibility. So the first, position here is about emotional compatibility. Now, don't be afraid with the Death card. It's actually a very beautiful card. It represents new beginnings, completion of a cycle, and beginning of the next cycle. So when you have Death in the emotional compatibility position, what it really means is you are both emotionally ready to take the step forward or to begin a new cycle, which is really nice. And then, two flipped out, so we took two cards. The second one is the Two of Pentacles, again showing that you're both emotionally ready to balance things out, that you're willing to give in what you get. You are willing to, see the importance of, let's call it work-life balance, or personal, professional, or, family and outside family type of things. You are willing to put the more emphasis on the balance emotionally, both of you, so you can actually take these things forward, right? It's really good cards in terms of emotional. I like the even if this was a situation where this was a challenge in the past where you were not able to balance things out or were overwhelmed in one particular area. The Death card really shows that you're both emotionally ready to really fix, if there are any challenges, to really tackle them and move forward and start with a new beginning. The physical compatibility, as I mentioned, this came up for Sagittarius in the same position as well. This kind of just shows to me that perhaps one of you, or it could be in some cases both of you, have been through some heartaches in life, right? And why the reason this shows up in physical compatibility is probably there needs to be some healing that needs to happen before you two can completely, fully, physically connect, right? So you maybe, if this is you, try to definitely have some self-compassion and heal, self-care, and express yourself that you do need to do a little bit more healing before you can fully commit yourself. Don't just go with emotions. Just don't, do something because you're supposed to do something in a relationship, and vice versa. If the other person is coming from this space, give them time, give them space, and let them express themselves, and offer the space for them to speak up and share how they feel. And that's what's going to create a stronger emotional and then lead to a stronger physical bond as well. So again, it's just something to show more love and compassion, and I see the compassion card came out here as well. In terms of your mental compatibility, you have the Judgment card. So you both are fairly mature, fairly just people, and kind of believe in equality. This is what's like, it's a balance card again, like the angel watching over the trumpet and the flag. It's really about being just, right? So not only in the relationship that you mentally respect each other and believe in the true partnership, but also in generally in life, like you both have the strong belief that you believe in good, and things should be fair for everybody. So mentally you guys are pretty aligned. It's a really good reading. I like that. Let's take a look at what our Oracle Angels have to say. The two cards that we drew were Relationship Harmony. So Archangel Raguel says, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So again, interesting, because this ties to this one here when we talked about the emotional compatibility, that if there were any challenges, you are both willing to move forward And this is what they say, if there are any arguments or conflicts are being resolved now. And again, free will, right? So if you believe in solving it, then you absolutely can. And then the second one is compassion. Soften, Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So remember, a lot of times we don't include ourselves in the compassion bucket. So please do take care of yourself if this applies to you or to your partner. And it kind of takes me back to this card where if this is you or the other person, have compassion for yourself or for the other person, and just soften things a little bit. In terms of romance angels, the first one that came out is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Again, don't be alarmed by this card. This is like really paying attention even to the little things. If you feel like things like this, right? Things like this. If there was something that were, felt off balance or felt a little bit not so natural or in flow, pay attention to those, and of course have the conversation. Always talk. That's what makes a relationship strong. So pay attention to, is your partner or is your love interest kind of feeling a little bit off? Are you feeling a little bit off? And then, definitely talk about that, because you do want to build on a solid foundation, right? So that's the pay attention. And then here's a second one here that says free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Again, this is going back for me to the Two of Pentacles, where there's a lot of juggling happening. And if you've been overwhelmed with lots of responsibilities in the relationship, outside of the relationship, it is time to really prioritize and free yourself, right? You are in full control and you're 100% responsible for your life. 100% responsible for your life. So this is, again, listening to yourself, having compassion, taking time when you need to, and just being fair and just. Be fair to yourself as well. Judgment should also apply to you, correct? So just keep that in mind. Those are the top messages I get. So overall, really good. I think this is a pretty balanced, mirroring energies type of relationship, and both of you trying to put in more emphasis towards what needs to be balanced out and talked about, and then begin new. And then of course, when you're talking about this is important, love and compassion is important, then your emotional, physical, and mental energies all aligned together. So I hope this helped at least a few of you, and it's a general reading, so at least you got a couple messages. I'm hoping for that. If you'd like a personal read, get in touch with me at prodivinity1111@gmail.com. All right, take care. Thank you. Love and light.